Not a bad week. Believe I got three wrong. Now we're gonna freestyle this one. I watched a couple of these fighters. I'd say like the first four fights are gonna be a bit of a minefield. They're gonna be hard to get through, but once we start the Alexander Romanov Chase Sherman fight, I feel as it should be smooth sailing from there. So I'll just start with the bottom fights. I feel it could be potentially difficult. Gina Mazany versus Shannon. A bit of a difficult fight here. Gina likes to grapple. Shannon, I believe, just got out grappled by Stephanie Egger. Yeah, Stephanie Egger lost ground and pound round two. Let me see, Chiason probably put her up against the fence. But Gina's very stiff. And she got her ass beat. Her last fight. I'm gonna go with Shannon. Also, Jiyon King beat Priscilla Quechua. She got robbed. I'm going with Shannon Young. I'm not a big fan of Tim Elliott's girlfriend. Mike Breeden versus Natan Levy. Natan Levy lost to Rafa Garcia. Mike Breeden, I believe he stepped in on short notice. Coming out of the James Krause gym. Fought Alexander Hernandez, huh? Round one? Put down in round one? He must have stepped in short notice. I don't even think Alexander Hernandez is in the UFC anymore. Renato Moicano. Oh yeah, he was supposed to fight Leonardo Santos, who fought Grant Dawson. Someone up the card. How many times is Mike Breeden lost by KO? Because Alex Hernandez is a tough dude in the first round. Oh, he's lost twice in the first. Twice by KO. Decision. One triangle choke. This should be a difficult. Maybe not difficult, but I guess just a bit of a lot of questions need to be answered. I believe Natan Levy is the prospect here that people are looking forward to. So I'm going to be picking Natan Levy. Johan Lyonesi versus Gabe Green. I have no idea who this Johan guy has fought. He's 29. This guy looks huge though. 6-0, 12-4, 4-2. I want to pick this guy. This guy's the underdog. Gabe Green is pretty well rounded. He's got a motor on him. He's going to be pushing that motor on him. He's going to be pushing the pace. He beat Phil Rowe. I'm going to be going with Gabe Green here. I'm going to go with Gabe Green to get the job done. Wait a second. Let's go back to the. Look like Gabe Green was supposed to fight potentially last week against. Well, what happened here? Let's see. Against the White Grant. Oh, no, that was last year. Okay. Another big hitter. I'm I'm picking Gabriel. Daniel De Silva versus Francisco Figueiredo. Pretty sure Daniel De Silva stepped in short notice. Francisco Figueiredo has been a letdown. Uh, Pretty sure he got out grappled in his last fight. Francisco Figueiredo, I believe, older brother of the champ, lost to Malcolm Gordon, huh? But he beat Jeremy Rivera. Daniel De Silva. Who did he fight recently? I'm pretty sure he had. Oh, Jeff Molina. Molina's pretty good. A lot of pressure and volume. Decent cardio. So I think he beats Francisco. I'm going with Daniel De Silva. Just don't think the pace and volume is going to be there for Francisco. It's not necessarily how the Figueiredo brothers fight. So I'm going to be picking Daniel De Silva. And this is where it starts to get easy. This is where I'm just going to start picking him. Just going to start picking him. Alexander Romanov versus Chase Sherman. I'm going Alexander Romanov. Jake Collier beat the shit out of Chase Sherman, choked him out in the first round, which is just embarrassing. And now you're going up against basically an anime character in Alexander Romanov. Never stop smiling. Wow, he's destroying you. So I'm going with Alexander Romanov here. Gerald Meerschaert versus Christoph Jotko. Gerald, unlike 2 years ago, where every fight he was in, you could surely bet on him losing. Gerald has been on a 3 fight win streak, but I believe it comes to an end here. I think Christoph Jotko is going to be too well rounded for Gerald. I just, he could potentially get choked out, but Gerald's going to have to get it to the floor. How is he going to get it onto the floor? Is what I am saying. Just came off a split decision win over Misha. I believe it'll be a similar fight. Maybe not against an old man, which makes it a little difficult. But Misha looks like Jason Statham from the Transporter, so that's got to get him some type of edge. I'm going with Christoph. Now Darren Elkins versus Christian Conley. I gotta pick Christian Conley. Christian Conley beat Michel Pereira. Darren Elkins got his ass whooped by Cum Swanson last week, or not last week, his last fight, I should say. And he's just, I mean, he's the damage. He's known for taking damage. He's known for getting his ass kicked. I believe Tristan might even be the bigger fighter here. I'm gonna go with Tristan Conley, even though he kind of falls into Darren Elkins' plan of wanting to grapple, and they both have fought decent competition as of recent. I'm gonna be picking Tristan here. Jared Gordon versus Grant Dawson. I'm picking Jared Gordon. Let's check this out real quick. Who's the favorite? That's nuts. It's nuts. So I guess, am I picking Jared Gordon here? Am I really? Joe Selecki needs volume. Grant Dawson kind of really goes for it, but his cardio is just kind of shit. Danny Chavez goes for it too, but his cardio is kind of shit. Jared Gordon, 33. Grant Dawson almost lost to an old man. I feel like a lot of people probably 17-1. It's fucking nuts. Rafael Alves, Diego Ferreira, but he's stepping in short notice. Just coming off two draws. I'm gonna pick Jared Gordon. Let's go. Jared Gordon for the W. Andre Feely versus Joe Anderson Brito. I remember Joe Anderson being a tough son of a bitch. I'm picking Andre Feely. I'm sticking with my American brother, a 31-year-old who's somehow looks younger than this 27-year-old. Yeah, right. That guy is not 27. But I'm going with Andre Feely here to have the experience to whoop on this fool. And now we got Jake Collier versus Andre Arlovsky. I mean, Arlovsky's just kind of been on a tear. And this is the fight I'm going to fade him. I'm picking Jake Collier. Even though Jake Collier is not a natural heavyweight, this is the one. I'm picking Jake Collier as of recently. Andre Arlovsky's fought prospects without a ton of UFC experience. Well, Jake Collier does have the experience, so I'm gonna go with Jake Collier to not be as starstruck as Andre's recent opponents. Rob Font versus Marlon Vera. You kind of just got to pick Marlon Vera. Rob Font came in 2 pounds overweight. Just lost his last fight. Marlon Vera is gonna bring the pressure. It's gonna be in Rob Font's face the whole time. And then we'll just have to see if the cardio is good. Oh, looks like the fight started. Son of a bitch. Oh. 1 o'clock. Fight o'clock. So to start from the top, review one last time. Marlon Vera, Jake Collier, Andre Feely, Jared Gordon, Tristan Conley, Christoph Jotko, Alexander Romanov, Daniel De Silva, Gabe Green, Natan Levy, Shannon Young. Let's get it.